Internet, hello and welcome to OKLCS Season 4, Week 5. We saw Diamond Capped and Gold Cap last 2 nights ago on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. Good morning to everybody. We are gonna do Platinum Cap for you today. Sorry about the sudden cancellation last night, but we're gonna make it up to you today rather, with the Platinum Cap stream. We're gonna start off the morning. I'm so used to saying the night. We're gonna start off with the match between PLR and GSM. PLR coming into this game 1-3, GSM coming in with the same score. So we'll get to see which of them can, pull themselves ahead of their competition. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get into that game.
Yeah, it's important as you get to these later weeks to beat the people with similar records. Really helps secure your position up the level.
Yeah, it's a lot less. I mean, every win is important, but
exactly,
it's like less important if you're playing against someone who's already very far behind or very far ahead of you.
If you're 4-0 and they're 0-4, that's a loss that probably won't hurt your playoff chances or really help. But in a situation like this, when things are starting to get pretty close, it really matters.
Alright, so it is GSM on the blue side, PLR on the red side.
Whoever wins this match still has the playoff dream alive.
Oh, hold on a second. Level 1 death sentence lands onto Airy Panda. She stuns someone up, gets the Courage of the Colossus shield. She's probably gonna have to flash here. There's no way she's getting out of that one. Better just save the summoners. First blood goes over to Parallelogram. On top lane, Aurelian Soul.
I mean, that's a pick we saw back when Aurelian was fairly strong. Back when he first came out, but since then he hasn't even.
Yeah. Really only played by like niche players, but he gets to start the game with a Dark Seal in addition to his corrupting potions, so that's really nice.
Yeah, it's a really good start, especially for top lane. Gives you a lot more.
I feel like this is a Ninja Tabi's game for everyone on PLR. Just look at the team composition for GSM. They have Tryndamere, auto-attacking champion. Warwick, auto-attacking champion. Lucian and Tristana, both auto-attacking champions. Leona kind of has to auto you to get her Q off, I guess.
But unfortunately for PLR, they don't really have a true.
Yeah, they don't have a tank to really take advantage of the lack of damage.
Because on Vlad, you might be able to get Yes. On, I assume he'll go Ross. Probably.
Most people go Ross.
If you go Ross, you can get fairly tanky with just like a GA Ninja Tabis and Kidman's Arena. Still, not really a true tank, which makes the fact that they're all AD a little bit less bad.
Yeah, it's not as terribly impactful because you won't have that truly unkillable person. Hayabusa, this hit is level 2, so he goes aggressive on the Governor Jared Johnson. Now Ryox is going to spin onto Parallelogram. Just wants to get some of those rage-empowered auto attacks. Some easy crits as Tryndamere tends to try and do. Irani and Lost Sheep are shoving the lane in onto Taco, Trinek, and Airy Panda. Just on back when Kallista's kind of coming back into popularity.
Yeah.
But back when
she even has a nerf on this patch.
Back when she was first came out and she was like really good. People were like, oh, just pick Tristana into Kallista because Tristana's just gonna put the E on you and then auto attack you while you're hopping around and do a lot of damage. So Tristana, not really like a counter, but it's like the answer to Kallista.
No, and I mean it makes sense because Kallista's full skill shot dodging thing that she does is pretty effective against somebody is more effective anyway against someone like Jinx or Caitlyn, who Peacemaker and Traps and Flame Chompers, things you can really easily dodge when you have such accessible. Or Tristana.
But PLR, they are the ones who are shoving in onto GSM, and a lot of that will have to do with Kallista's natural lane bully status. Thresh and Kallista is such a strong bot. Will generally bully out most other bottom lanes. As you can see here, Taco, Trineki, and Airy Panda getting shoved in under their tower. Ryox is gonna go in on the parallelogram. Gonna slow him up with the
damage.
oh, he missed the stun. Parallelogram out of mana. Ryox looking for it. He has Summoner Ignite, but he doesn't have the range to get any more auto attacks on the parallelogram. And Scarin is gonna pop the Blood Send, but here's Sophie Venus. He comes in, gets the Dragon aggro, spends Scarin. Where is he going? I guess he's just gonna give himself up there.
Probably trying to make it towards the wall. That was it,
But PLR, they're already all here, except for Parallelogram up in the top lane. He does have a teleport, so PLR gonna pick up a very early Ocean Dragon. Missed the rend, missed the smite, but they got it anyway.
Yeah, those Ocean Dragons are actually pretty good when it comes to like early. Thing they give you in lane and during some of these kind of roams, early skirmishes on the part of the jump, it can really help keep people topped off and give you an advantage.
If you're, you know, trading really heavily with your lane opponent,
Yeah,
as long as you don't die, then the Ocean Drake will give you the advantage. Lane phase extend.
And it's nice just for a jungler.
Shirani and Soapy coming from behind. Aaron Panda goes in with the Zenith Blade, stuns up Soapy, and they all get out. Nice use of that Leona. One Ryox gonna spin onto Parallelogram. Stun is not available. He will not chase him to the tower, however.
It's a common complaint with Tryndamere is that if he gets lucky, literally lucky, and might hit 2 or 3 crits in a short trade, so it's like, what is it?
35% at max range.
Yeah, 35% crit chance. Then you can just straight up get bullied out of lane because
you lose the lane.
Because if he comes back and gets lucky again and he crits you again, and that's not something you want to risk because you can't.
It's not even like a bad odds. Like, it's like over a 1 in 3 chance of winning the lane by auto attacking somebody.
and that's where like a comic. How much crit? Because crit, I think, is something that Riot in general isn't even that happy with. I mean, it exists and they can't change it. But they've said before, like, I don't really know how they feel about putting random chance things in games. So, sure that on their to-do list.
I'm really curious as to what PLR is like. Both bottom lanes really have been doing for the last 30 seconds or so, because they kind of walk up next to each other and then don't auto each other, and then do nothing.
Max is level 6. If he can chunk down Parallelogram a bit, he can definitely go dive with that flash in. Got them all.
Irani and Flush Sheep are now moving forward, standing in between Taco Troneki and Airy Panda and the minion.
That was good on.
Ooh, Ryox is gonna do it again. He's gonna spin on the Parallelogram. There's a crit, and there's the Ignite. He's got the ultimate. He's gonna flash over the stun and crit Parallelogram again. That's another kill.
No.
Good Death Sense from Shirani after the flash. Airy Panda goes in with the Zenith Blade, gets the Courage of the Colossus Shield. Exhaust goes down, but Lashi picks up the kill, and now Taco Troneki needs to back away because Shirani is gonna pull Lashi back in. Rocket jump out to safety.
It did. Oh, right.
So he's looking for Ryox. Ryox, he still has his ultimate. He didn't have to use it, and now he's gonna pop it off, turn it around. Shirani misses the blade. Death Sense is gonna land on the Taco Troneki, but no follow-up available from Lashi.
This stage in the game, a follow-up there would have been dangerous. It would have put Thresh in range of the tower. And even just 2 tower shots could be pretty bad this early. Something Hayabusa Taichu did a little... Taicho did against Governor Gary Johnson a minute ago. He saw that the Q, right when Vladimir used the Q, he all-in it for quite a bit of damage. It doesn't really matter because he takes it. But it was good on him to really go in during that window. It's literally a very apparent window of opportunity. And he's been taking it pretty well. Which, you know, some people just kind of see the Vlad, they just get a little bit scared if they're getting bullied. And good on him. Get the best trade he can. Except now, he's sustained back up in mana.
Unfortunately, Lucian really kind of has specific lanes that he does well into. I'm not inclined to believe that Vlad's one of them because, you know, a lot of Lucian's lane bully power has to do with his ability to trade in those windows that you're talking about. And Scarin's actually going to come in for a gank on the Governor Gary Johnson, but Sophie's here as well as Airy Panda. They might overextend for this one if Airy Panda can find the Zenith Blade, but it doesn't look like they will. But Vladimir, you know, you can't hop over the ball like
yeah,
with Oriana.
I think is it Oriana and Syndra are two ones that Lucian does well into. It's because the dash lets you dodge a small chunk of their damage, and then in that window of opportunity when they miss their stun, you can really pursue them with a lot of damage. I think the ability is literally called Relentless Pursuit. Relentless Pursuit.
That is correct.
That's exactly what he does.
So Ryox is successfully bullying Parallelogram quite a bit after that first solo kill. He's got a Tiamat and building now towards a heal item. I do think both Phantom Dancer and Static Shape are fairly popular on Tryndamere. Oh, good play, but Taco Chineki's just gonna rocket jump out. That sentence is not available. Or yes it is. Shirani's gonna land it onto Airy Panda. Soapy's here, but they can't go under the tower. He's actually gonna get Buster shotted out. Yeah, now Hayabusa is gonna use the Relentless Pursuit onto Governor Gary Johnson, but Governor Gary Johnson trades back nicely. He's gonna have the superior sustain. Sure, you've got a Vamp Scepter on Hayabusa's Lucian, but you know, nothing can really compare to the Vladimir that's unimpeded by Grievous Wounds. Parallelogram is starting to feel the pressure from Ryox. Once you let that Tryndamere get a solo kill, it's really hard to stay in lane. Oh, Soki coming in. Oh, the flash from Governor Gary Johnson onto Hayabusa. Relentless Pursuit, but there's the Umbral Trespass, and he's gonna go down Sophie with a pickup kill. Parallelogram now getting slowed up. Ryox is just going for some damage. He's actually gonna go for the dive. He's got his ultimate ready. There's the solar flare as Ryox. He flashed away. Parallelogram uses the Voice of Light to knock him under his own tower. Or out away from the tower, rather. Svenskeren coming in. He's gonna get the Infinite Duress on the Lost Sheep. Taco Chineki rocket jumps in. There's the Zenith Blade chained into it. Airy Panda picks up the kill.
It was a really nice ultimate from Svenskeren there. The moment he appeared within range of the vision of the enemy bot lane, you know what I'm saying?
There was no reaction time.
Yes, no reaction time. As soon as he became visible, he ulted. He hit the ult. Explicit didn't have a chance to dodge. Really nicely played by Svenskeren.
The GSM, they pick up, they don't quite get the kill in the top lane, but they do get one in the bottom lane. They lose their mid laner thanks to a gank from Sophie, but in the end it's GSM who actually get the Infernal Dragon, so good for them.
That's something to always take into account as a jungler, something you don't really think of. Like, you could be coming up the lane and, like, you know, you're not in a bush. You know, you don't feel very hidden, but like up until the moment you step into their, you know,
their vision
vision radius, you are completely invisible to them. So you can take advantage of that by walking towards them just right up the lane, and you see them and it doesn't feel sneaky, but you need to recognize to recognize it is. As soon as you step into that, you can, you know, if you're Vi or something, like Vi Q flash, and all of a sudden you're on them. From literally just lane, as soon as you just step into their field of vision. And,
hold on a second. Parallelogram coming in onto Hayabusa and Sophie on the other side! Hayabusa forced up the river, but the Umbral Trespass is going to follow through once again. Protobout from Governor Gary Johnson picks up the kill.
Nice
that is
well executed, though.
Quite brutal in the mid lane by PLR. Relax. He's going to find Sophie. Parallelogram going to come around this side, but nothing doing there. He's gonna spinning slash out. Shirani is getting collapsed up by Svenskeren in the bottom lane of GSM, and they're gonna chain him up. Here's the Fate's Call. He flashes out. Lost Sheep throws his support to safety, but will he pay the price? Will he? Dark Passage gonna take him out. Death Sentence catches Airy Panda under the tower, but they're still gonna go for it. There's the flash from Svenskeren to pick up the kill into Shirani. Taco Chineki had tower, gonna rocket jump back. Airy Panda will go down to the tower, but they will pick up Lost Sheep in the end. 2 for 1 in the bottom lane.
Wow. That was, I think Svenskeren, yeah, he did burn his flash to get that kill. But that was really nicely played by him.
There's a good stun on to Ryox, and Sophie is here. Flash under the tower from Ryox. He's got the Undying Rage available. Will they look for it? They're gonna get him. Yes, Parallelogram takes him out with the stars. Sophie will not die to the tower shot. A well-executed gank.
Yes, well-executed gank for sure. In the bot lane there, when they looked like they might have had Shirani locked up. Airy Panda. He had a good switch of focus. She went right onto the Kalista, and it was right at the same moment that Kalista pulled Shirani out with the Fate's Call. So that was a nice move on her part because it really helped them keep the chase on. Had they done that, not hit that E.
It was really good play from Airy Panda. You gotta don't get greedy, you know. I mean, like, there's times when you wanna stop being greedy and just like have everyone focus the same person, but that's a situation you're like, oh, Shirani's definitely locked up, or they're gonna Fate's Call him out. Shirani trying to interrupt Takaneki's recall, but he's gonna be saved.
Wasn't close enough to that.
But really good to, you know, not waste your CC ability on a Thresh that's already locked up and surrounded. Use it for a Lost Sheep, and they were able to continue the chase, pick up both of the kills in the bottom lane.
While we were talking about what happened bot lane, things happened top lane. After that gank, they were able to secure first turret blood, and the gold went over to Parallelogram and Soapy. That's first turret over to PLR.
X-Tech GLP finished off for Parallelogram now. He's still down CS and experience compared to Ryox. But he has been able to make some things happen in the mid lane with flying into there with the stars, with Soapy coming around the backside. Nowhere for Hayabusa to go.
Soapy's ganks have been solid, but they're not really. There haven't been anything. Oh, hold on.
Jump out, and they're actually gonna Zenith Blade in. The box goes down. There's a solo player as Sven Skarin comes into the bottom lane once again. Infinite Duress under the tower, but the Fate's Call will knock him up. Exhaust goes down. Lost Sheep taking a lot of damage. They play him back under the tower. Sven Skarin is not gonna die to this one. There's the Zenith Blade again. It gets the Summoner heal out. Airy Panda stuns him up, and Lost Sheep will get the kill before he goes down. Shirani is the next kill target, but they're not gonna have the damage, or will they? Choco Trineki flashes forward for Shirani. As the explosive charge here will be enough. Double kill goes over to the AD carry of GSM. Parallelogram kiting away onto Rags with the Hextech GLP slow. Rags is gonna have the Undying Rage now. Parallelogram just trying to chase him down. He's actually gonna jump over to the pit, but Soapy's there waiting for him, and they pick him up.
Soapy hasn't done anything exceptional with Kayn gank-wise, but he and his team have been so good about their positioning and their timing on these ganks. It's coordination, and he and his team are doing a great job of it. It's always where he needs to. That's a player thing, not a Kayn.
Gary Johnson hurts with that empowered Q. But anyway, PLR, they did pick up a tower in the bottom lane. GSM rather, picked up a tower in the bottom lane. PLR are going to respond with a Rift Herald, followed nicely after that gank onto Ryox. Governor Gary Johnson occupying 2 members of GSM while that Rift Herald is going down. Loki's hiding away in the enemy jungle. He's got his Warrior enchant as well as an extra Caulfield's Warhammer, but he's not super tanky just yet. Airy Panda might find him if she ventures into that side. Spear Death is going to land onto him. Play backward, Solo Flare goes out, just slows up Shirani, but the Zenith Blade will follow. Dr. Trineki focusing him up. Parallelogram misses the stun, Sven Skarin gets onto him, and they will kill off Shirani. Now Parallelogram feared into the enemy team, Infinite Duress to follow after the flash. Hemo Play goes down from Governor Gary Johnson. GSM going to be forced away. That's a lot of damage. Ryox is almost dead. He doesn't have the Undying Rage. Sven Skarin gonna take a lot of damage. Ignite goes down. Governor Gary Johnson picks up the kill. Now Hayabusa unloading onto Soapy. Governor Gary Johnson moving forward aggressively. That's a lot of damage. Hayabusa jumps forward, but I don't think that's what he wanted. He's gonna have to flash away. Lost Sheep gonna get buster shotted out from under the tower. ELR looking for it. Flashes forward. He gets the kill onto Taka Trineki. Hayabusa gonna get smited away by Soapy. And that's gonna be a big number of kills to PLR.
You got us.
Oh, but Airy Panda, she gets on the Umbral Trespass. The dodge. Will they get enough damage? Yes, it will be. Soapy survives just barely as the tower goes down in favor of PLR.
The ultimate really clutched it there. When you see a Vladimir charging his E and walking towards you when he's not in range.
Yeah, assume he's gonna flash.
I know, that's why he started charging. I go, oh, Vladimir's gonna flash here. Bam, flashes in. 2 more kills for his team.
Really
definitely
nice.
Something you gotta look out for.
And you know, Governor Gary Johnson, you know, was previously John Sword for PLR. He's really a prolific Vladimir player.
Yeah, I think everybody on this roster is returning except Shirani's new, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
From the OG PLR squad back in Georgia.
Yeah, they actually, their old support is now on the PLR board.
Gotcha. And Shirani is the new addition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rift Herald being used to take out that tower in the bottom lane after the secure the one in the mid lane. So PLR now 3 towers to 1, 4.8k gold lead. Oh, Soapy picks up the Duskblade of Drakthar. Not what you normally
I think he's Shadow.
Oh yeah, because he just used his E while moving. So yeah, now Soapy has to run away because Ryox is critting him down. Ryox in the 1v2. He gets pushed away by the Boy Supply at the Undying Range. He's used Infinite Duress is being used in the mid lane under Governor Gary Johnson. Has to use the Sanguine Pool. Zanya's afterwards. Dark Passage is not available and it expired. Death Sentence pulls Airy Panda just for a couple tower shots, but They pick up 2 members of PLR.
Oh,
just
he needed to collect the lantern, not the Zanya.
Well, I think GSM was doing a good job blocking it. Descent's gonna land on the Sun Scare, and he's gonna get played back under the tower. But Solar Flare from Mary Panda stops PLR's advance, but Sun Scare taking a lot of tower damage. He will finally go down.
He took 3 tower shots at the edge of that range. That is just unlucky.
Oh, here we go. Fate's Call being used. Lashi throws in Shy Running. Flash away from Mary Panda. Looking for the Death Sentence. Play back onto Taco Trineki. Death Sentence does not land. Threads the needle through GSM.
Sometimes when you have a lot of movement speed, you can escape turret shots at the edge of turret range, because before it launches it, even though it's locked on, you can leave turret range and it fire. But he was so slow that it had time to fire off that last extra shot, even though it looked like it wouldn't fire, because of that lack of movement speed. And then he goes down from the from the fade away tower.
What is Governor Gary Johnson?
Governor Gary Johnson. He went Zanya's and
Proto build.
Zanya's Proto build. It looks like he's probably gonna build a Spirit Visage, which these days not something you really build on.
There's
Vladimir.
no magic damage.
Oh, I mean the healing. It increases the healing.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, no. What also increases your healing is doing more damage.
Yeah. Anyway, Ryax goes aggressive on the parallelogram, but he's got the backup from Lost Sheep and from Soapy. They're trying to catch onto him. He's gonna flatten the spin away, but Shirani with a nice attempt there. But he's gonna find Ben Scarin.
Ever since the small buffs to the AD ratios on Shadow Assassin came, and honestly, it was a quote-unquote bug fix that was really a very large buff for especially Shadow Assassin Kane, is when he was all in? No, okay. Well,
okay, that's a lot of damage, but
Governor Gary Johnson has Ignite and his ultimate. That's all it would take to kill him right now, but he doesn't have his flash.
I was a good relentless pursuit, but he needs to not get greedy here. And here's Parallelogram and Soapy. They're looking for him, but they're not gonna find. Oh, Voice of Light and Hextech GLP almost get him.
The ultimate hit him?
I think it did. There's no way. Oh, Lashi takes a lot of tower.
Oh.
He almost dies in the tower.
Oh man, what was I about to say? About Shadow Assassin Kane and the buff, right? So what they did was they made it to where his ultimate, when you channeled it for over a second, would refresh things like this with Rakthar and Kane's passive. So coming out of that now, you can do a ton of burst damage. And you know, then the ultimate itself does a lot of burst damage, so you could really...
A good split push from Ryox secures them a tower in the top lane. Actually, 3 towers to 4 only. GSM got 2 towers in the top lane thanks to the split push from Ryox.
Yeah, both teams are even in Infernals. After this, towers are tied up.
Hold on here. Lands, Soapy's coming around the side. Oh, Parallelogram looking for it.
Oh, he's out.
And there we go, Hextech GLP being used. Shironic flashes for the distance onto Ryax, but Lost Sheep has to use the QSS because of the Solar Flare. And there's Governor Gary Johnson, Hemo Play, and Soapy picks up Taco Trineki. Sunskarin taking a lot of damage. Ryax has to get out of there with the Undying Rage, but he flashes forward. Double kill goes on to Soapy. It's disaster for GSM.
That was another instance of some pretty good coordination from PLR. Governor Gary Johnson and Soapy both came in on that fight at the exact same moment. Both put down some AoE damage.
And that has to do, you know, like PLR, they're mid and jungle super far ahead, so those two can really just unload a lot of damage onto GSM, who's also kind of lacking a tank. You know, Warwick of course builds very tanky, but really not a true tank like compared to like a Maokai or Zac or something like that. Also, none of that armor is going to help him against the Duskblade of Drakthar Shadow Assassin Kane.
Before that fight happened, I was about to say that the game was pretty close. But after that, there is a pretty big gold swing in favor of PLR.
Yeah, 2 towers go down in favor of PLR, as well as that kill. And Scarin looking for Governor Gary Johnson is going to clear him back towards his team, but no one there to follow him up. It's a level 11 Warwick versus level 14 Vladimir, and here's the rest of PLR! Scarin gonna go for the infinite arrest, they catch him, and Aaron Panda chains it in, and Taco Trineki taking a lot of damage from Parallelogram up to the side, but now he's isolated from his team. Fear cancels out the stars, Aaron Panda will stun him up, and it will be another kill for Taco Trineki.
Really nice turn of events for GSM here, and it's also gonna help them secure this dragon that's about to spawn. Also, really nice ult from Scarin. He was chasing down Governor Gary Johnson. They were in this like extended fight, and started to get Vladimir low. before Vladimir could ult and duel and stuff, he hit him with the ult before he saw the rest of the team coming, and that window of, what do they call it, suppress. That window of suppression was enough to take him out before he could get off all of his ways to extend the fight. Prince Garen on point would be Warwickle.
Unfortunately, the Dragons evened up for PLR. They're still down 5k gold on the side of GSM.
Back before that fight that happened in favor of PLR, they were equal in Infernal Dragons, equal in towers, right when the fight happened, and only 3k gold damage. Is, you know, that's significant, but not game changing. You know, like, you're not gonna lose the game because.
But once that inhibitor goes down in the mid lane, whole different ball game. GSM definitely on the back foot. Oh, that damage from Soapy onto Taco Chernecki. Parallelogram and Soapy will move forward to secure some of that area back. GSM, that fight that we're talking about, you know, they got a good solar flare from Mary Panda directly on top of Lost Sheep, but Lost Sheep, it was almost kind of a bait from GSM because Lost Sheep, he took a lot of damage, but he had the QSS, was able to get out of the solar flare, and then Soapy and Governor Gary Johnson and all the Chaos were able to unload all of their AoE onto the grouped up members of GSM.
GSM's going to be on the back foot here for a little while. They need to wait out this. They need to try and play the map right so they can prevent Baron without letting Superman there. Sorry, what you're about to say? Something?
No. Continue. It's just like little comments, like Thornmail on Shirani's Thresh. No.
That's a smart buy. Is that what you're saying?
I
or
mean,
because you're saying
I think
not a usual.
Yeah, not something you normally build on Thresh. It is super effective against GSM's team combat.
Oh, for sure.
Every
Warwick,
single one of their champions is an auto attack based.
Yeah, and it kind of goes back to why Thornmail exists. They didn't want tanks to be health batteries for lifesteal.
Sophie's gonna find Hayabusa in the jungle. Infinite Duress dodged by the Umbral Trespass, and Hayabusa takes so much damage. Sophie just assassinates him. Ryax is on the Governor Gary Johnson. Uses the Hemo Plague. Zanyas will stall that one out, and Ryax now has to get away, but there's all the members of PLR. He gets surrounded and taken out. Ari Panda has a lot of Ren stacks in her. Hextech GLP used from Parallelogram. Flash Core from Chirani. Death Sentence on to Ari Panda, and now Lost Sheep will unload with all the damage. Voice of Light being used on the backside. Sven Garen is caught, and now he's dead. Taco Chernecki is the only remaining member of GSM. PLR have all 5 of them with super minions pushing down the mid lane.
Talked about not really a true tank on the side of PLR, but there's not really a true tank on the side of GSM either, unless you can.
Oh, there's the flash forward. They're not gonna get Taco Chernecki, or will they? No, not quite. The Death Sentence catches Hayabusa out the side, and they will get Taco Chernecki at the Hayabusa giving the Thresh the road in to take out his AD carry. GLP, will it be enough? There's a lot of damage on the Hayabusa, but it will just be PLR taking the victory over GSM.
Pretty good game for both teams, but two just not great team fights from GSM close to the end there. Seal their fate.
Yeah.
They let themselves get flanked by those two really key members. You have to ask yourself at some point, like, we see 3 people, where are the other 2?
Yeah.
You know? Start worrying about that flank, especially when they are a Vlad and a Kayn.
Yeah. A Fed Vlad and a
Fed Vlad and a Fed Kayn.
But anyway, that will be PLR taking the victory over GSM. We're going to throw out the MVP poll. Let us know who you thought was the MVP for PLR in their victory over GSM, and we'll see you in just a few minutes for the second game. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 4, Week 5. I'm about to say it the wrong way. We just saw PLR take the victory over GSM, and according to your votes, we're going to have a tie for MVP between Soapy and Governor Gary Johnson, that
Makes
jungle
sense.
and the mid.
They did fantastic that game.
Really good AoE damage. That fight really turned the tide of that game. Not really, I guess, like, shifted.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next game for today will be between Rogue 5 and Oklahoma Gold Rush. Go ahead and jump into that game. Rogue 5 going into this game are 2-2. Oklahoma Gold Rush undefeated 4-0. We'll see if they can continue that streak.
It's, Rogue 5 2-2, solid record so far. They were a team of, you know, kind of free agent people looking for teammates, and they got together right at the start of the season. A lot of them are, a lot of these guys are newcomers to the so just this is their first showing. We'll see if they stick together as a team, future splits and stuff, but I mean 2-2 at least. Getting a few wins in your first OKLCS split definitely means some improvements to work in synergy. You can make something of a team.
Yeah, I think both these Rogue 5 has a lot of room to grow. They can really, you know, become a force to be reckoned with in future OKLCS splits. I mean, they could very easily make playoffs at this point anyways.
Yeah. In Platinum Diamond right now, I think a 4-3 guarantees you playoffs, just by the numbers. And then you can still make playoffs with like a 3-4 record, depending on how the season has gone, depending on where other people are.
Yeah, generally after week 5, I like throw together that thing where I'm like, this is how each team can make playoffs.
Yes.
Except that's really hard to do because
it's hard because there are it's hard because you start to like you can very easily miss a couple possibilities.
I did a pretty good job of it.
You're right.
Oh, Rogue 5, legit gonna be a little bit slow on his start because they were spamming emotes. But Falstart is being left to start his Raptors by himself. That's a hard start for a lone Kha'Zix.
Does LeBlanc usually start for W?
I'm pretty sure LeBlanc normally starts the W, yeah. Because, you know, there's not really a whole lot of use for the Q other than just, I guess, harassing your lane opponent is easier.
Yeah, starting the W makes sense. If that's what you want.
But yeah, but like, no, started Q.
No, that's, I know. I'm just saying, like, if you were just a really nice mid laner, you take that W, give a better lead. Yes, the commentators do realize that there was a win. For everybody but Unix Titus and Silver. Both bot lanes hitting level 6. Alstar is a champion who, especially since it changes, is weak. Kind of needs all 3 of those 4 abilities to really get in there.
This is really quite a good support as the game.
Oh, yeah. Like, as far as late game goes, he's one of the best supports. He's one of the few supports that can really feel like a true tank to have on your team because of his ultimate. Makes him very, very tanky despite not having the same gold or true tank items that a tank but he kind of gets there because of his ultimate. Ultimate makes him a true tank support, whereas there really aren't.
This is
interesting.
Pretty cool. Just Unix Titus on Ornn just jumping onto the pillar. A very fun day. Out of mana, but he's gonna take a little less of a trade than he wanted, but it's because he's got legit in his back pocket. But yeah, Unix Titus will flash away. Not gonna go for anything too big here.
Good game. Legit version goes there. You didn't have to flash.
It's a good ethereal snare until.
Oh, and here's that level 3 we were talking about.
Yeah,
but he's got the black shield.
Oh, but they're gonna stun up Silver Hammer. Oh no, he waits out the black shield. True Fury stuns up Ignopius. Exhaust goes down, but so does the ignite onto True Fury, or True Magic rather. There's tormented soil. He pulls the feathers back to himself. Volley will slow him enough for first blood for Silver Hammer.
Might go down as well. Can True Fury get on him?
Yes, he will.
He's gonna chase down Silver Hammer too. He's not done.
That was interesting. This is a very interesting trade in the bottom lane. Alright, well, legit, because of that gank into the top lane, I don't think he took his Raptors either, so it looks like Pulsar actually got into the enemy jungle, took away, yeah, you see, legit trying to see if he can do his Raptors now. Unfortunately, they were taken by Pulsar, and that results in a 19-7 CS for Oklahoma Gold Rush's jungler. Alright. What all has happened? Next Titus will have a slight advantage, just because, you know, he can buy without recalling. Very Fun Day took a recall, picked up a Glacial Shroud. Next Titus, he recalled because he got damaged, so his health bar was relatively low, and picked up Ruby Crystal, but now he's got a Sapphire Crystal. Anything to add, Jack?
Sorry. Reading chat and it got me thinking. One.
Reading Twitch chat?
Yes.
Anyway, we're gonna just, you know, Maokai and Orin get pretty tanky. Oh, Ignopius has jumped on. He gets the Black Shield. True Fury looking for it. Oh, a little bit too early on that Black Shield. Almost had it. Ignopius gonna take a little bit of damage there. Oh, and True Magic actually is the one taking a lot of damage. Ignopius and Silverhammer now move forward. Legit not able to help out his team, or help out his bottom lane too much, and Trolldor is actually here waiting for him. Legit's at about half HP. Trolldor gonna distort forward. The flashes to keep the ethereal chains, and it will be enough, but he gets pushed into the tower. He doesn't have the distortion back up, and he will just take too many tower shots. It was a well-executed play by Trolldor, but good response from True Fury.
The brothers.
Oh, here we go, right in the arcane. Oh, Ignopius gets sniped down by Attila the Hun. Gonna have a Very Fun Day teleport in to catch that moving wave. He picks up a second Doran's ring on that recall.
I wouldn't be surprised if next Titus and a Very Fun Day have some high damage to each other.
Yeah.
The entire shield from Unex Titus will help him have some extended trades, and obviously Maokai's passive.
The set magic.
Yeah, let him stick around a while as well.
Yeah, they're just like hammering away at each other because it doesn't matter. Yep, there it is.
You can see here. After Very Fun Day gets a Spirit Missing eventually later on in the game, it's gonna just even worse. So just go.
Oh, False Heart coming in. He jumps in onto a Very Fun Day. Here comes the Call of the Forge God. He misses the ram.
The weird ability people aren't quite used to yet.
Interesting. The Forge God was not satisfied with that offering. It was a nice attempt, but False Heart doesn't quite have the Warrior enchant, and of course Unex Titus doesn't do too much damage at this point. So really not expecting a whole lot to come from that gank onto a Maokai. I see the Catalyst, and I assume that Unex Titus is going for the Righteous Glory, but then I remember that anymore. Righteous Glory will build out of what a Very Fun Day is built. So it probably is going to be the Abyssal Mask coming after. That's what builds out of the... Yeah. Well, he's putting down some damage onto True Fury. True Fury was looking for the Headbutt Pulverize combo. He's gonna land on the True Fury. I'll take a little bit harassed for that, and here comes legit though. He's gonna get the combo onto Ignopius. The Black Shield will stop the fear, but he got a lot of damage. Flash forward from True Magic, picks up the kill onto Ignopius. Soul Shackles goes out, Ignite as well. Tormented Sword almost gonna take out True Magic, but it's not gonna be enough, and Silver Hammer will go down. Double kill for the Rogue 580 carry.
Well played. They really, again, we were talking about coordination earlier between Black Cap team. See it again there. That was really good. Alistar and Hecarim really chained their stuff together there very well. They even burned through the Black Shield before True Magic Flash, allowing Hecarim's E to actually push her back a bit, even though
I mean, I have to say, like, I didn't cast all of Black Cap, but I casted quite a few of True Fury's Alistar games. I'm really, you know,
always impressed.
yeah, it's really quite good play of Alistar. Rogue 5 pick up the Infernal Dragon as a result of that successful gank. Oh, Attila the Hun. Yeah. That was a pretty greedy path for Attila the Hun to take.
Yeah, LeBlanc, had she been a little bit more prepared, I think, for that greedy pathing, would have gone.
Yeah, that was quite easily a kill for Chortler. Attila the Hun completely out of mana.
Gotta be careful, sometimes the greedy pathing is all just a bait. Hecarim on the other side of those raptors.
Yeah, the Hecarim can't stop the LeBlanc from killing the Xerath at half
true.
HP though.
And you can trade it out on top.
Yep.
One thing Orange has going for him that not many champions get anymore, because it seemed to not like it for a while, was having like a lot of mixed damage in it.
Oh, they're gonna try this again. This time the Forge God is gonna come out. No, he shoots it the wrong way! The Brambles will stop the advance, and Oklahoma Gold Rush fail to kill a very fun day once again.
Doing a good job of these ganks, but Unite X Tides also has not been doing a good job of playing. I forget what it's called.
Of the Forge
Yeah,
God.
this is something of the Forge God.
I actually think, does the second cast of the ultimate count as a dash, since it pushes you in a what direction? Because
if you are snared, you can't use it.
yeah, so I think he might have been snared, so it was delayed, and then, you know, once the ram gets closer to you, you have less of a chance to knock it the direction you want it. So he did actually hit it that time, but it ended up going off to the wrong side.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's one of the things that people are gonna have to figure out about Orange. One, get better about using the ultimate successfully in general, and two, that you can CC Ornn when the ram is almost to him during the ultimate.
Stops him from
and it can stop him from getting off the second part, which I think
is the part that knocks
is the part that's really considerably more important.
Dodge away from the stun, but he doesn't really use chains.
He's in the Morgana binding.
It's just like hitting his cowbell.
Oh, that was fun.
Alright, so Righteous Glory finished off for a very fun day. He's been doing a really good job evading those ganks and keeping up in CS with Unix Titus. Unix Titus will probably have that Abyssal Mask. Hold on a second. Chortler is going to land the Ethereal Chain, splash away from Attila the Hun. He uses the Summoner Barrier, and it will mean he survives. Arclight going to land onto True Fury, as has been the custom in this bottom lane. It'll be the Abyssal Mask for Unix Titus. Gonna try to build up some magic resist for them now. Oh, flash forward for Chortler, but the Ethereal Chains land even through the stun. Quick solo kill for Chortler in the mid lane.
Recognizing that he's got that kill pressure when the matchup, especially with the harass he's been putting down. He feels confident enough to just flash right in there, pick up a kill. Attila's flash was down earlier.
Yeah, from that earlier trade. Really nice play from Chortler on LeBlanc.
No! No!
That's a
They didn't
tilted.
get the, Ooh, they did.
Legit?
Oh,
good sweeper from Silver Hammer. Spots out legit. Even if you can't, like, see him, you kind of see the shadow.
Yeah,
You're like, wait a
you
second.
see that red.
Oh! That's a good Bramble Smash. Cancels out the dash from Unix Titus. Hold on a second. Trolldor made a roam into the bottom lane, but legit was here. Ethereal Chains root him up. There's the Enchanted Crystal on a True Fury, and Trolldor taking a lot of damage. True Magic is doing a lot of damage, but False Art comes around the backside. Assassinates True Fury. They killed that Trolldor. They flashes forward for a nice root of True Magic. False Art jumps over the side after the flash. Legit will go down, but he will take out.
So far it's a 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Double kill for True Magic, but no more procs of the ultimate. But here's a very fun day. Finally coming in to pick up the kill. 4 kills for 3. I mean, just gold-wise, that was worth it. Yeah. You know, there's other summoners and cooldowns that go, you know, into it when you're trying to decide if something was worth. But gold-wise, worth it. Really good job from Rogue 5, by the way, on that fight that did not them during a lot of stages and kills.
That was a really good flash. Blade Caller from True Magic.
Really good. Really good.
He flashed to the side and rooted 3 people because of the redirected path on those feathers.
Yeah, that was really good. The bot lane on Rogue 5 has been doing fantastic. 2 double kills so far over this game to Zaya.
Very fun day. Picks up 5 kills so far. He's 3 kills ahead of his opposite number, Ignopius, as well as 20 CS. Unix Titus is putting down some damage on that top lane because of the teleport from okay, but there's the tail of the hunt over the side. Unix Titus just gets shredded. Damn. All he has is magic resist, and that's a fed Zaya.
The Blade Caller did a lot of damage. And that makes sense. He's been itemizing for the lane matchup. The Orange has picked up the Abyssal match. So it's kind of hard to pick what to build a lot of the time. Considering the enemy team comp and the fact that Zaya's been getting fed, you might want to stop at Spirit Visage, or sorry, at Spectre's Cowl, and maybe start building towards something that'll help you. Because as soon as you run down to a fight, Zaya will ult you when she's this fed and you have no armor.
Yeah.
You really need to pick up an early random.
Oh, True Fury flashes for a False Heart. He's gonna get in. He hops himself out of there. Legit has nowhere to go. Call the Forge God being channeled by Unix Titus. He's gonna. No, he gets stunned. True Fury stuns him to stop him from knocking it away. A very fun day in the backline. A good double man knockdown from True Fury. There's the Onslaught of Shadows. They pick off Silver Hammer. False Heart. He's gotta run farther away before he starts that recall. Now there's a lot of damage coming out. Trolldor will root one up, but. Good play from Rogue 5. They pick up the support from OGR, but Infernal Dragon is secured by False Heart.
Rogue 5 have been playing pretty well this game, especially just like individually with some of their like quick decision making. A stun from True Fury was.
Trolldor gets finds the tail of the hunt. There's the stun. He's gonna take a lot of damage, but he has to distort back. The rest of Rogue 5 were there. Now Rift Herald is hammering away in its tower first blood. A very fun day follows with the distortion. And Trolldor gonna lose the black shield, but will absorb the Bramble Smash. Start finding lands onto True Magic, and there's Trolldor taking a lot of damage. He headbutts out False Heart. Silver Hammer taking a lot of damage. True Magic is shredding through the members of OGR.
They're gonna run some really soon. I got really fed, and their whole thing has been building magic resist up until this point. Doesn't even have Ninja Tabi. That is something I would have expected him to do after getting killed by True Magic top lane. He's still on tier 1 boost.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably, honestly, on a tank, Perk Treads can be nice, but it's not as important on like a Diamond Fighter or a Bruiser or any other champion, because getting hit by CC doesn't necessarily mean you did. You know, Ninja Tabi is something you're really gonna need to survive against this Zaya.
Yeah.
So really think that would have been.
And if you ask me, what my assessment of Rogue 5 is, you know, sometimes they aren't the most coordinated of teams, like we saw from PLO last game, but all 5 of them are playmaking players, and their victories, I think, have come from the sheer number of plays that each of their individual members have done.
I think I'd agree with you. Individually, they play very well, but they still seem like they might
False Heart finds the tail of the hunt in the middle of the lane. He's gonna miss the stun. Good dodge from False Heart. He flashes away. The barrier comes out, but False Heart had him. Just jumps right on top of him.
Nice guess.
But that's a lot of damage from True Magic, and Silver Hammer flashes himself out. Flash for a Control Ward and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, not worth on the side of OGR.
Yeah.
A little bit greedy
here
there.
comes True on.
Ignopius might have stayed a little bit too
Fury.
long.
Oh my God.
He pops the Summoner heal. And there's the True Fury actually going in. He's taking up the tower with the Courage of the Colossus and the Unbreakable Will. The Black Shield will not save Ignopius. There's the Soul Shackles being channeled. True Magic will go down to the tower. Falsar picks him up. And now he's going to look for True Fury. Here's Chortler off the side. There's the Ethereal Chain's going to land under legit. Root him in place. There's a second one from the Mimic, and Falsar will come in to help him out. Chortler just going to chain 3 chains.
An instant where what we just talked about, where the coordination sort of becomes a little bit of a problem. And they all shifted their focus onto Morgana after True Fury used his auto attack stun on her. Well, the red buff might secure this.
Chortler is just gonna chase down Attila the Hun.
Had they all gone on the Morgana, Morgana threw the Black Shield and Ashe was farther, deeper under tower. But the 2 members went really ham for her, whereas True Fury just went for the Morgana. Had they all gone for Morgana and picked her off before she was able to get off that ultimate, they could have backed off from
out for the very
tower.
He's gonna the distortion being used. Chortler taking a lot of damage. He actually has to flash away from the tower. That was a little greedy from Chortler. You've got a targeted root. It's not like you can dodge that with the distortion.
Yeah, I think that would have been an instant where more toward team coordination and more experience together would help. They could have gone for the Morgana and gotten out of there without getting that deep under tower.
Another Dark Binding lands, and then Chanticleer's arrow chained in. True Fury taking a lot of damage there. Silver Hammer throws down the Black Shield onto himself, but doesn't have those Soul Shackles ready just yet. True Magic will now take a few auto attacks. He's taking a lot of damage. Dark Binding blocked by legit. True Fury goes in, gets the knock up onto Ignopius. Chortler comes in. Ethereal Chain lands onto a minion.
That minion,
Falsar leaps over the side, picks up the cow. A Very Fun Day is now in trouble. He's gonna throw out the brambles, trying to juke around. Miss the Dark Binding goes wide. Silver Hammer's gonna pop the Soul Shackles, and they're gonna chase down a Very Fun Day. Double kill over to Falsar.
Members of Rogue 5 starting to get picked off a little bit.
Falsar is a very big Kha'Zix right now. As Duskblade of Drakthar, as an extra serrated Dirk, he's lurking around the side in Rogue 5's jungle.
Meanwhile, X Titus.
Yes,
he's only roamed down once or twice, and same thing with Maokai. Hasn't been a little bit more than Titus on the orange pick.
Yeah, A Very Fun Day really started helping his team out with the teleport into the bottom lane. Had that really good 4 for 3 or whatever it was. But across the other side of the map, you know, Oklahoma Gold Rush is starting to get really big. False Heart's picked up a lot of kills in these fights. Chortler has picked up a solo kill or 2 onto Attila the Hun. Now you have 2 5-kill assassins gunning for your very fed AD carry. Really difficult for the Rogue 5 to play these team fights out. Alright, so Rogue 5. It's only 13 kills to 13, 3 towers to 1. It's only 3k gold in favor of Oklahoma Gold Rush. But a lot of item break. Oh, Rogue 5 starting up the sneaky Baron as 3 members of Oklahoma Gold Rush are on the dragon. There's the ward in the pit, popped down by Unix Titus, so they do know what's happening. And Chanticleer's arrow used already on a True Fury. And there's the Call of the Forge God being used, but it doesn't gonna find anybody. True Fury is gonna tank up a lot for his team while they try and focus down the Baron. But here come Oklahoma Gold Rush. Ignopius is auto attacking for free. There's True Magic pops down. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oklahoma Gold Rush gets shredded, but Ignopius has the damage. He takes out all the other members, and now Chortler and Ignopius are chasing down Attila the Hun. Rogue 5 are gonna get aced here.
Bill might be able to take somebody out.
Oh, he's gonna look for the snipe onto Ignopius. It's not enough. He stuns him up, but it's gonna be the ace for Oklahoma Gold Rush.
I think they could have definitely played that a bit better. I think they could have disengaged that Baron a little bit quicker.
Rogue 5 should have turned a lot faster.
As we saw, True Fury got taken out trying to, sort of kill some time with those other members, but his team, instead of going for Baron or coming to help him, started fighting and eventually take down the Ornn, but then they don't take off the Baron, and then they return to the Baron rather than
turning for the fight.
And had they gone for that sooner, I think Xerath could have dropped his combo because he was sitting sort of far back and could have started using his ultimate. After all those members got as low as they did from Xayah, Xayah could have just continued to disengage and let Xerath ult pick off the very low members.
I mean, you saw how much damage True Magic did. He's just like shredding through Oklahoma Gold Rush, but didn't quite have it fast enough before he got taken out himself. And to be honest, I don't think Runon's Hurricane is all that good on Xayah. Oh, a very fun day found by 3 members. He dodges all the skill shots, but the Enchanted Crystero being used onto legit, and a very fun day will pop himself out of there, flashes away, right at the Arcane being used. Oh, Ignobius taking a lot of damage since he has a lot of shadows, and then we'll just pick off the AD carry in the middle of his team, but at the cost of legit's life. This is an interesting build from Ignobius, where he's opting for the False Heart looking for the assassination on a True Magic. They're both flash away, but Chortler taking a lot of damage. There's the shield from True Fury. Will they keep him alive? No, because Chortler, yes, they will. True Fury keeps True Magic alive just long enough, and Chortler gets greedy, gets an auto attack to the base before he can get that last spell rotation off. A very fun day now, chasing onto 2 members of Oklahoma Gold Rush. False Heart looking for an assassination off the side. True Magic has gotten back up to a healthy amount, but they're gonna find False Heart, and there's True Magic getting assassinated! That's the one we're talking about. They're gonna root up Unix Titus. Will Rogue 5 be able to focus him down? The Redemption gonna top him up. Rogue 5 now to back away because False Heart has gotten in! He takes out Attila of the Hunt! False Heart is destroying the Rogue 5. And now just 2 tanks and the rest of it for the Gold Rush collapsing. A very fun day. No escape from this one. Dark Binding is going to land, as will the knockup. And it will be a triple kill for the jungler of Oklahoma Gold Rush.
False Heart was doing a great job going in and out of the fight with his ultimate, passive, and yeah, with his ultimate and the ultimate passive, running into bushes, getting that self-defeat, just continuously putting pressure on the switches, not putting himself in too much danger because of his utilization of that stuff.
Oklahoma Gold Rush. They
think
pick up the Baron.
When you buff the ultimate, you get an extra charge, and they each last like a second and a half. A lot of stealth. That is a lot of stealth. If you incorporate, you know, a cut like a bush or 2 during a fight for that extra passive stealth, if you leave combat for a moment, then that's a lot of stealth. So,
False Heart, 12-2 now. Baron picked up 7k gold lead in their favor. They still have yet to pick up one of the inner towers, but they are in a pretty good position at this point. Oh, that's the thing I was gonna say. A couple of interesting item builds in this game. One very fun day. Righteous Glory first item, pretty standard on Maokai. Sunfire Cape second was not generally what you want to do. If you want to pick up a Sunfire Cape, it's generally your first item. And honestly, Maokai in particular, I don't think really cares that much for the Sunfire Cape anymore. Opting more for other armor options, which you have a lot of now. Oh, there a second. All the force dropping Unix Titus gonna throw it out, knock up 3 members of the Rogue 5, but he's got no backup and no damage. This Onslaught of Shadows being used. Unix Titus gets in there, and here's Chortler. Banshee's being used. True Magic is trying to kite back. He throws out the Feather Storm. Not gonna root up anybody just yet. And now False Heart and Ignobius taking down a very fun day in the meantime. The Guardian Angel is still available. Right of the Arcane being used. Chortler has to dodge away. Black Shield being used to block up some of the damage. Take a lot of it. Legit will barely make it out with his life. But they're losing their Nexus towers.
They can stop the backs here. That's going to be the game in favor of OGR. The Nexus is wide open. They can't get off their
True
backs.
Magic is going to take a lot of damage, but good.
Be the game.
Wow, good peel from True Fury, but no peel for the Nexus. So,
all right.
Yeah. So Oklahoma Gold Rush victory over Rogue 5 and
that was
an interesting backdoor.
Yeah, an interesting backdoor. They're able to take out a very fun day. Not really expecting the 2v1. Gets taken out under tower. Team keeps the pressure on, tries to keep themselves safe as well, just so they can keep stopping the backs. and let those two high AD champions clear through the rest of these turrets.
So True Magic will not be able to carry his team 12-5, but just getting focused down too many times, he can't get enough damage off. We're gonna throw up the MVP poll. Join us in just a few minutes for that. Sorry. We're gonna throw up the MVP poll. Let us know who you thought was the MVP for OGR and their victory, and we'll see you in just a few minutes.
Into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find. Test the waters, oh, it's hot. I think we're getting close. Racing through the waves, I want to be where nobody knows. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made of, baby, that's made of all that we find. Electric, feel it in your hands. Hypnotic, watch your body stand. Happiness, this is where we stand.
Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 4, Week 5. We're getting into our third game of the night, but before that, we're going to look at the MVP vote for Rogue 5 versus Oklahoma Gold Rush, and according to you guys, it's going to go over sort of like a tie between Una X Titus and False Heart. So both of them will get the MVP for that one, you know, half MVP value there. We can't give out infinite MVP points, just as many as ties go out. But anyway, so congrats to the top and jungle for Oklahoma Gold Rush in that game. Our next game will be between Pigs Might Fly and Trill Boys, but before that, we want to take the opportunity to do our giveaway for this week. This week's giveaway is a mouse pad. So if you are the winner, then please just, you know, message us what kind of logo you want on it, as well as the your address, so that we can send it to you. So if you want a chance to win the mouse pad, go ahead and participate in chat, say something, and we'll do the giveaway in just a few minutes. So we'll give some people some chance to get their name in the pool. Okay. Doesn't look like anyone else is ready, so we're gonna head and get ready to roll it. Last chance, we're gonna roll it in 5 seconds from when I said this. So we'll roll it, and it looks like Odesu is gonna be the winner of the giveaway. So if you're there, please go ahead and private message the Get Wrecked Twitch account with your mailing address and what design you want on it. You can send us an image, or how are we gonna do that?
How are we gonna do what?
Like, get the image that they want on it.
Oh, well, there's a lot of stuff uploaded to Get Wrecked Store already. So if there's one of those, that's easy. Pick one and let us know which.
Okay.
If there's some other kind of image you want, then we can talk about
All
it.
right. All right. So just, you know, let us know what you want. And now we're gonna go ahead and get into Pigs Might Fly versus Trill Boys. It is Pigs Might Fly on the blue side, Trill Boys on the red side, and this is kind of David and Goliath of Platinum Cat. Pigs Might Fly 4-0 going into this week. Trill Boys 0-4. They're having a lot of difficulty coming out of Gold Cap and going into Platinum Cap.
I actually think this is Aussie's first game back as well. They had a lot of success in Gold Cap, but they moved into Plat Cap while also making changes. You know? Yeah. That just makes the transition even more. I believe this...
Well, no, Aussie played a few times.
Oh,
Aussie played a few times this split, but yeah, this is the first time he's been on jungle.
30 seconds.
Actually, at the beginning of the season, he wasn't part of it.
Yeah, but he had played before this.
Yeah. How about same page now.
Anyway, yeah, it looks like they've changed up a lot, because Guitar's the mid laner. He's now at 80 carry. Ehe's the jungler, now at mid lane. Aussie, the 80 carry, now at jungle.
Moving around. At the beginning of the season, I had talked to Aussie, that he wasn't interested in playing this season. Really, he had a lot going, you know, in life. So I didn't know. I hadn't talked to him a little while. I didn't know he had made his.
But kind of. Okay, so Trill Boy's composition is gonna have some problems. They're almost entirely physical damage. Bane, Zed, Warwick, Fled, all physical damage. And unlike the last game that we saw that happen in, there is actually a true tank on the side of TMF, Pigs Might Fly. They have Malachi, or Swampfire. And you know, Rembones can kind of build semi-tank stuff. You really get 2 damage items on Camille. And, like, things are gonna be pretty slow to start out with. Ehe is on Zed. Interesting. To be honest, I'm not in particular a fan of Zed as a champion. I don't think he does a lot for, you know, a team. Zed is a champion, I think, that relies really heavily on snowballing by solo killing your opponent and then just destroying the AD carry before they can do anything. The play being used, so there's a death sentence landing. Ignite went down onto Guitars and they're gonna force him away. And actually gonna root up Texture, force his flash out. So they trade Ignite on Himana for Flash from Texture. Now, using his health advantage to bully out Guitars. Ace, gonna put down a lot of damage on the Midnight Slushy, but Midnight Slushy has no mana, so he can't really follow up with any more of those pumpkin bombs, or the lay waste as they're actually called. But
oh boy, he's gonna get bullied out here in the bottom. They need to be careful. A hook from Thresh could really be changed into a Blade Collar.
Yeah, and there's a Blade Collar already onto Guitars, takes out almost all of his HP bar.
Blade Collar does a lot of damage, especially in the game.
And I don't think I've seen Texture. That sentence is gonna land. There's a good play, and Guitars do one more auto attack. General Vici thought he had it.
General Vici needed to go for one more auto, but doesn't get the kill. Also, in the meantime, top lane, Cade Trillium almost goes down to Rembo.
Oh, General Vici had that kill in his hands. In that sense, is going to interrupt Texture's recall. They're going to play him back out, but he'll just use that grand entrance, get back to his tower.
Looking for a game.
If Ahaze uses that Living Shadow aggressively, that's going to be the go signal. Alright, it looks like pigs might fly. They're happy to just have Guitars and Texture force that recall out. Put some damage onto the tower and accrue quite a bit of a CS lead. Here's Ozzy on a gank onto Rembones, but the hook shot will just get him out to safety. Play misses from Humana, as does the death sentence. We got Scarl back, and Rembones will.
A lot of that damage though just got eaten up by Rembone or Camille's passive shield.
Yeah.
It doesn't last very long ever since someone just it. So really, your best bet is. I think it only lasts for 7. Or did they rebuff?
He doesn't last very long. I don't know the exact number, but the hook shot being used. Oh, he stuns up Cade Trillium, knocks him off a Scarl. There's the slow. Rembones doesn't have any mana.
And that was unfortunate for Rembo. He used his true damage Q when Scarl had basically like 2 left.
Yeah.
And
so a lot
all
of
the damage just got completely melted. By the fact that he goes through a little brief moment of immunity and even CC cleansing whenever Scarl to cleanse.
Yeah. Oh, got Ozzy in his their back pocket. And Fly do smell it out though. Texture playing a little bit too aggressively in a lane that they're losing. Their jungler has to be there. Trillium is going to interrupt Rembone's call. Things slowing down a little bit. Imana is going to go for the distance. He's going to land on the Texture, play him backwards, but General Vici doesn't land the Blade Collar. Imana will take a decent chunk from the Silver Bolt proc from Guitars.
Something you see a lot of communities do is they'll hit the stun and they go for a quick trade and back off, but in instances like that in the top lane where Cade Trillium didn't have something.
But that's a good condemn, and Guitars will get played out. Knockup lands onto Himana, but they're just going to pull him out. That's the Ignite used from Himana onto Guitars. Oh, and Swampfire's gonna take the death mark. Curse of the Colossus being proc. Ignite goes down. There's a lot of damage, and Swampfire is gonna go down. First blood to Ahaze on the Trill Boys. Now Midnight Slushy trying to chase him down. Here's Himana off the side. Flash away from Ahaze, and there's the flash from Midnight Slushy to get some more late waste, but he's out of mana. Ahaze gets the Hex Drinker shield, and Midnight Slushy out of mana, like we said. And Ozzy's here, and no, Midnight Slushy will go down. There's the charge coming in from Cade Trillium, but for some moral support.
A really good plays by Ahaze the Trill Boys together.
So 2 kills quickly going over to the Trill Boys, 1 onto Ozzy and 1 onto Ahaze.
We talked about them, they've had like a little bit of a rough season so far. Made some changes. sounds like, and maybe did some pops this game. But just based on the beginning of this game alone, they are doing alright. So, like, there's definitely room for them to improve from here.
And I mean, this is a strong start to a game.
Yeah. A lot of OKLCS get discouraged, but I don't know. When we watch these games at shoutcasting and stuff, a lot of them seem pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, you know, OKLCS, ever since we've gone to this three division format, it's been a lot less one-sided in these games. You have a lot of Diamond Cap teams, a lot of Platinum Cap teams, and a lot of Gold Cap teams where it feels like anybody could beat anybody in their respective division.
Yeah, even if you know you got your favorites and your underdog, they're always.
Death Sense is gonna land onto guitars, but they're not gonna follow through. General Vici was out of mana. Does have a 26 CS lead, however, over guitars. He's gonna go in with the hook shot, and K-Trillium taking a lot of damage. Ooh, doesn't want to go for it. K-Trillium did flash away.
Ozzy was the original AD carry, but they've been changing their roles and their consistency is, in my opinion at least, like kind of key in trying to develop something.
Yeah, it makes it a lot
really
easier.
big part.
Oh, and there's the Requiem being used. Oh, it doesn't quite get K-Trillium. I think that's who it was aimed at. So things slowing down a little bit. Okay, he's gonna look for Midnight Slushy just to interrupt that recall. We'll take some lay waste for his trouble.
Ooh. Those lay wastes do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it does 30% more damage if it's a single target. We'll just let them play their lanes for a little bit. Well, this is a good route. Flash forward from Himana onto the play, but the box went down. But it looks like the members of Drill Boys backed off. K-Trillium taking a lot of damage. Rambone's just gonna solo kill him. Oh, and Hayes goes in with the death mark, dodges the stun, and Midnight Slush taking a lot of damage. Will it? Yes, it will be enough. But they do trade Hayes. That was really good Zed play, actually. Just gonna play back onto Texture. So what happened there, you know? Midnight Slushy got the slow onto Hayes. Hayes tried to back away because he'd already used Living Shadow forward, but he got targeted by the Twisted Advance from Swapfire. So he backs off, or he jumps forward to his Shadow closer to to Midnight Slushy, makes the Twisted Advance take longer, and then as it's about to root, he uses the Death Mark to dodge the root, put down damage, and get the kill before he goes down onto Midnight Slushy.
Definitely good one.
Okay, Serrated Dirk after the Hex Drinker for Hayes. Makes a lot of sense. Don't quite have the Rod of Aegis finished off for Midnight Slushy yet. So, it's gonna take him a little while to get that stacking. He really needs to get that as soon as possible.
Scared away a pink ward.
Yep. General Vici misses the Blade Collar, and Guitarist is just getting a lot of free damage onto the opposing AD carry. But one play auto and General Vici's damage is enough to turn it back around. Not a lot of AD on guitars, whereas General Vici has that BF sword and double long sword. Wildfire's gonna find Ozzy, and he roots him up with a Twisted Advance, but there's no follow-up. Ozzy will just jump through him. And there we go! Good knock-up from Texture! There's Guitars doing a lot of damage, but General Vici disengages. Good Blade Collar took the damage onto Ozzy, and Rembones comes in for the kill. Swampfire will root up Guitars before he can get onto Himana, and they will get a 3-for-0 thanks to the teleport from Rembone's double kill to the top laner. Pick my
Fight was looking a little close, but Rembone's teleport and flash down bot lane secured him a double kill and secured his 2.
Yep.
Looks like they might be able to get first Power Blood off of that as well. The Renbones does have a Sheen, which is going to help him out a lot.
Ooh, he's taking a lot of damage. The X-Drinker used. Here he goes with the Death Mark.
Oh,
Misses all the shurikens, but he does make it out alive. Power Burst Blood over to Pixmite in the bottom lane, thanks to a good teleport from M-Bones, and after solo killing his lane opponent too, so now we've got a very big lead over Kate Trillium. Looks like Pixmite, they're opting for the Cloud Drake as well, so Tower, Dragon, and the kit and the fight go over to Pixmite. Rod of Ages finally finished up for Midnight Slushy. Kate Trillium will answer back the tower in the top lane. Essence Reader for General Sheen and the Tiamat, which are the two big, you know, item breakpoints for Camille. Renbones has both of them, slowly building towards that Trinity Force.
And still not doing a ton. Hasn't
He's also got like the Zeal item first. I don't know in what situations you do that, but Renbones is gonna go for the hook shot. There's the Hextech ultimatum onto Ahaze. There's no escape for him. He takes so much damage, but Renbones takes a tower shot, gets infinite duress by Ozzy. Red Smite goes down, but he's gonna get slowed up. Flash forward and gets the exhaust off from Midnight Slushy, but he will trade his life for it.
It ends up being a 1. Ozzy had 3 kills though, so I believe that does increase the shutdown.
Yes.
Once you get to this.
Essence is gonna land on the Kate Trillium. He walked right into that one. The play backwards and the Fox. He's gonna get rooted in place. Docked off the Scarl. Dark Passage goes out. And there's the ultimate being used from Maokai. Kate Trillium is gonna get out. No, they survive with the Deathfire touch, but no, General Vici gets with the Feather Storm. Guitars has to back away. Ahaze looking for it, but he gets creep blocked. He flashes for the Death Mark, play back. General Vici flashes away. Good depth in from Imana, and Ahaze will get General Vici and pop back.
Really nice shurikens right before popping back to secure the kill and cave. Nice play from Ahaze on this game so far.
Yeah, Himana might be a little bit too far forward here. He's all alone. Gonna get play back onto Ozzy, and that'll be enough to get it secure his escape. Okay. Out of Ages, 2 stacks onto Midnight Slushy. Duskblade of Draktar finished up for Ahaze. He's now got 3 kills.
Duskblade of Draktar, that's gonna be huge for him. If he can wait out Xayah ult, he'll be able to take out pretty convincingly.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do on Zed, because you know Zed, not a good team fighting mid laner, doesn't offer you a whole lot of wave clear really. Really, the best thing you can do is split push, but even he's not as good at split pushing as compared to like an auto attack based champion like Premier or Jax. Or Kled, really, you know. But Kate Trillium going at it, the hook shot. Oh, he doesn't get it! And there he gets pulled back in. Hextech ultimatum used on the Guitars. He gets condemned into the wall. Big smart play. Summoner Hill comes out. Guitars takes a lot of damage. Redbone's not able to secure the kill. He will go down. Essence is gonna land onto Ozzy, gets rooted up, play backwards, Ignite goes down, Infinite Duress used onto Himana, and General Vici will be able to take him out. Now Ahaze looking for Midnight Slushy. Deathmark takes him out. Killing spree for the mid laner of Trill Boys.
Ahaze doing a really good job this game.
Huh. But, you know, Ahaze doing well. It doesn't seem like it's enough. Just Big Might Fly. They just secured the second tower in the top lane.
That looked like Ozzy looked like he might have had a decent chance to at least survive that 1v2, maybe even win it. But the Ignite comes down during his Infinite Duress is a lot of healing that gets denied there.
Yeah. So now 3-1-2 on General Vici. Essence Reaver, EF Sword, and the makings of Static Shiv on